Hello, hello. It's a beautiful day in Los Angeles. Blue skies and the sun is out. 70 degrees Fahrenheit in the middle of January. The perfect day to take the Tesla out for a spin. Before we do that, I think I gotta change the AC. Just internal air only. Red car ahead of me is just blowing out a ton of exhaust fumes. I'm gonna pass one on the right here. So the game plan for today is to jump onto the 405, and I'm heading out in peak traffic right now. So this morning, Friday morning, around about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm really looking to test out Autopilot. What we want to see is how Autopilot functions in the middle of peak traffic. So let's hop onto the 405, and here is a little bit of an area where I don't know how Autopilot would fare in this instance. So you can see the two lanes to the right of me are about to merge into one. And if I zoom into the screen so you guys can take a closer look at this, you can see the lane markings are wobbling a little bit in the screen. So this kind of gives me a little bit of concern and just makes me a little nervous about having Autopilot enabled, because I'm just like, I don't know how it would fare in real life scenario. Would it keep me in the center, kind of move me around? I'm not too sure. Would it even know where the center is? I don't know. But anyways, we'll find out. So let's head on further and find some free space, open area where we can test out Autopilot. But before we go, you guys, if you keep looking at the screen, I just love how the screen is just so crisp and clean. And the details, like being able to see the cars all around you, is just amazing. I love how the Tesla can distinguish between like trucks, SUVs, small cars, buses. I've even driven past people and it can recognize pedestrians, animals as well, cats, dogs, everything. Oh, motorcyclists as well. It's really funny when you see a motorcyclist and they zoom past you on the left. It's got this light little figurine riding a bike. Pretty cool, really awesome. Here I am not paying as much attention as I should, and you can see I'm coming in hot on this car in front of me, and as I do that, it starts flashing red, or the car starts flashing red on the screen. Zoom in a little closer so you can see that. You also get warning signs in the car, like ding ding ding, like pay attention. So I think it's really great in that case. Just another safety feature to make sure you stay alert on the roads. Alright, let's speed on up ahead to some open road. And here we are, we've got tons of space, so I'm going to engage Autopilot. And once I've done that, there'll be some blue lines that will come up on the lane to showcase that I have done that and Autopilot is engaged. You can see there's a truck coming up on the right hand side of me. Like, you can't see it in the camera view, but you can see it on the screen. The Tesla is picking it up. And you'll see it start to approach into the camera view in a short distance. Now, I'm trying to scooch over to the left because Autopilot is trying to keep me in the center. And that's a little too close comfort. I don't like being so close to the truck as it goes past. So I keep jerking over to the left, and eventually Autopilot disengages. Now, overall, I should say I felt pretty safe. But when passing bigger vehicles, I just want to have that little bit more space, just to the left-hand side, just to make sure, you just got to be sure. I need that space. Like, that was just too close. In any case, let's keep going. Find some more free road. I'm going to turn Autopilot back on. Right, so this is great. I've got Autopilot on and I am chilling. Like, I'm really, really chilling. It kind of feels like you don't have to think. You can just sit there and the car is just driving you, and it is driving you extremely well. And you don't realize just how much kind of manual correction, slight adjustments you're constantly making on the road to keep the car in the center. And so having Autopilot do all of that for you is just a game changer. It's really amazing. So here I'm just chilling, literally just chilling, and I have more time to look around. See what cars are maybe creeping up behind me, coming up at crazy speeds. Do I need to duck? No. I just have more time, more free time to think, and think more clearly. Think about life as well. Now we're approaching slower moving traffic, which is where I think the Tesla really excels. You're able to turn on autopilot and cruise at a minimum safe distance that you get to pick. So I have selected a 7-car minimum distance threshold, I would say. And so it will try and keep at least a length of 7 cars between myself and the car in front of me. And what's nice about this in slow moving traffic is you are able to then track and follow the vehicle in front of you without having to touch the acceleration pedal, brake pedal at all. And on top of that, the car is steering itself. So as the traffic ahead of me pulls away, the car will try and maintain that 7-car gap and follow on. So if it needs to accelerate to do so, it will do that. If it needs to brake, slow down, it does that as well. Now it accelerates up to the limit or the max that you set in cruise control. So right now you can see traffic is moving at around 25 miles per hour. I have the max set at 40. So it would accelerate up to 40 in the case of a situation where it needs to kind of speed up a little bit. Here's another lane merge, or lane split rather. And the car was able to keep me on the left-hand side and kind of direct me in the way I wanted to go. I'm not too sure if that's because I was gently nudging it to the left, but in any case, it seemed to work, so hey, sweet. Alright, from here it's probably just back-to-back bumper traffic. All in all, I'd say it was pretty smooth. It felt very natural when I was in the car. I didn't feel any instant jerks or movements of that sort, anything unnatural. The steering wasn't abrupt. It was very kind of gradual. Kind of felt very natural overall. So I would rate this a 10 out of 10 journey. And more to come. I'm going to keep reviewing Autopilot and a couple of other features. So if videos like this interest you, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and there'll be tons more content to come.